Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, I'm Teacher Hidayah. We meet again. How is it going? Are you ready for today's English lesson year 4 in the past? So before we start, let's look at content summary, the discussion overview. So first we will look at grammar box. Next we will look at question words. Then we will look at irregular verbs. After that, we will look at the listening activity, writing activity, and the quiz. And the last one, we will look at the lesson summary. Are you ready? Okay, first, let's look at the grammar box. So this grammar box we have learned on the other day. You still remember? Okay, so we will read again. If you remember, the red words here are the question words, the words that we use to ask question. How old was he? How old? He was 18. How did he die? How? A mosquito bit him. What was his name? What? His name was Tutankhamun. So today we will look at the question words. And then next, these are the verbs. The black one is the original verb that we use. The red one, the red color is for when we want to talk about the past, sudah berlaku. So I go to school every day. If we want to talk about the past, I went. We use went. I went to school yesterday. Kemarin. Sudah berlaku. Sudah lepas. In the past. See. I see a cat. So in the past, saw. I saw a cat last night. Malam tadi. Sudah berlaku. So I saw. Find. I find a bluebird. So if in the past, I found a bluebird this morning, pagi ini, sudah berlaku, sudah lepas. In the past, I found. Bite. A mosquito bite me. So in the past, bit. A mosquito bit him. Okay, so let's continue. So these are the question words that we are going to focus today. Only 4 question words. How old? How old was he? Berapa umur? Who? Who opened the tomb? Who? Who are you? Siapa? How? How did he died? How? Bagaimana? What? What was inside the tomb? What? Apa? Okay. Next, these are the list of irregular verbs. So, like what I have explained to you in the previous lesson, we call it irregular verbs because we change the form of the word. So the original verb is be and then we change it to was or were if we want to talk about the past. Okay, so I trust that you have read all the words on yourself. So let's continue to next activity. Number 1, listening activities. So in this activity, you have to listen and then list the question words. List the question words in your exercise book. So ready your exercise book and your pencil, ruler, and eraser. Because you have to listen to me and then you have to list the question words. Okay, so there are 12 sentences that I will be reading to you. So I will give you time, a few seconds, to write number 1 until number 12 for you to get ready. So you can write now, number 1 until number 12. Okay, are you done? Alright, so listen carefully, listen attentively, and then list out the question words. Only write the question words. No need to write the sentence. Okay, number 1. Are you ready? What is your hobby? What is your hobby? So what you have to write here? Yes, you have to write what. The question word is what. So you have to write what. Okay, did you get that? Alright, let's continue. Number 2. Who is that man at the door? Who is that man at the door? Number 3. How did you feel yesterday? How did you feel yesterday? Number 4. How old is your dad? How old is your dad? Number 5. Who is playing with the cat? Who is playing with the cat? Number 6. What do you do in the evening? What do you do in the evening? Number 7. How will you get to pair up? How will you get to pair up? Number 8. Who is she? Who is she? Number 9. How old is your sister? How old is your sister? Number 10. What sports do you like? What sports do you like? Number 11. Who came to school late? Who came to school late? Last one, number 12. How will you go to Kuala Lumpur? How will you go to Kuala Lumpur? Alright, did you get that? Did you get all the question words that you need to be listed? If you miss some of the words, you can replay the video. Okay, now let's continue to the second activity. Writing activity. So you have to answer the questions given. Answer the question given in your exercise book. So these are the example on how you can answer the question. Number 1, how old were you last year? So were is the past verb. So you must answer in past tense. I was 8 years old. You cannot answer I am 8 years old because the question is asking about last year, in the past, sudah lepas, sudah berlaku. So you must answer in past tense. I was 8 years old. You cannot answer I am. Wrong. Okay? So you must look at the question. If the question asks about the past, you must use past tense to answer. Okay, next. How did? Okay, if you see the word did, it means it asks about the past. Automatically, if you see the word did, you must use past tense. How did you go to school yesterday? Yesterday in the past. So you cannot answer I go to school by bus. You cannot answer I go to school by bus. You must use past verb. I went. I went to school by bus. If you do not know the verbs of the words, you can refer to the list. Remember the list, the irregular verbs list? Okay, you can refer to that. Next, did. See, if you see the word did, you must use past tense. So what did you do last week? You cannot answer I do my homework. No, wrong. So you must use I did my homework last week. And last one, who taught you English last month? Last month, teacher Iliana taught us English last month. Okay, do you understand? Alright, let's continue. So answer these questions in full sentences, ayat yang penuh, using the correct verbs. So how old were you in 2019? I was... Okay, number 2. How did you go to school last year? I go or I went to school. Number 3. What did you throw in the dustbin yesterday? See the word did, you must use past verb, past tense. So you must change throw. You can refer to the list the irregular verb list and search for the word throw. So what is the past verb of throw? Okay, so you answer. Who won the football match last night? Who won? Okay, so you answer the question. Okay. So the football match, it doesn't matter what team that you want to answer. You can answer Kedah team won the match, or the JDT team, or Manchester United, or the Liverpool team. So up to you, okay? As long as it is a football team. Okay, moving on. So activity number 3, you need to complete the quiz. The link will be given in Google Classroom. So you have to look at the link in the Google Classroom. I will attach the link there. All right. So lesson summary, let's recap. So the first one, you have to do activity number 1, listening activity. Remember, you have to list out the question words. Number 2, do activity number 2, which is a writing activity. Answer the question given using the correct verbs. And last one, complete the quiz. Link are given in the Google Classroom. So if you have any doubt, any questions that you want to ask, if you are facing difficulties, you just text me. Immediately text me. I will be here to help you. Okay? So that's all for today. See you next class. Bye.